Hello, my name's Daniel Smith. I'm from Plus One Gaming, and I'm here to share my Earth Machine deck profile with you guys. I went like 1301 through three separate locals at three separate places with this exact list, so I figured it would be a real good idea to share it all with you guys. I have a lot of fun with this deck, so here. First, we'll start with, we have triple Infinitrack Harvester. This is like one of the first and main combo starters of the deck. There's like 12 different ones. All it does is when it's normal, it adds any Infinitrack from deck to hand, and then it can also target any other Earth Machine on the field, and it can combine their levels, so you can like make weird Xyz monsters from your extra deck with it. Then we got three Machina Metal Cruncher. When this card is normal summoned, I can reveal three Earth Machines and randomly add one from deck to hand. You can normal summon it if you don't have any face-up cards. So like, if your opponent breaks your board or something, you can just normal summon it for free, but it becomes an 1800. It does pretty much the same thing as this card. You use it to search Brutal Dozer. This is like the best card in the deck, and it's like one of the only cards in the deck that comes common for some reason. Hopefully that changes one day. You can reveal it, tribute any Earth Machine, and then it special summons itself, and then it special summons a Infinitrack monster from your deck in defense, and then it negates its effects and then locks you into Earth Machines for the rest of the turn. But that's not like a really big deal because everything's Earth Machine just about. Next we have a pretty good card, Infinitrack Trencher. It basically just banishes itself to Monster Reborn, combo extender and everything, all that fun junk. Next we have the best card in the deck that you never want to open, Ancient Gear Box. You pretty much, in your combo, you just add it to your hand from the deck, and then it adds any Earth Machine monster with 500 attack and or defense from deck to hand. It's pretty good. Part of the combo. Next we have the card that you generally add with the box is Tunneler. It banishes itself from graveyard, and a Plot of Avarice is for you. It's one of the best cards in the deck. Opening it kind of sucks, but it's not that bad. Then you have Anchor Drill. This card, when it's normal summoned, is basically Goblinberg. It can special summon any Earth Machine from your hand in defense, and then it negates its effects. And then it can also level modulate like Harvester can, so it can get you cheeky Xyz monsters pretty early if you'd like, rip cards or whatever. Then we have Machina Fortress. This card's ancient. You just summon it. It's a play extender. It helps make 9s, make 7s. It's just a good beater. We have Super Express Bullet Train. If you control only Earth Machine monsters, you can special summon this card from your hand. And then to attack, it has to like send 2 cards to the grave, and then it is in the graveyard in the end phase. You can add any Earth Machine back from your hand, and that'll also proc the box, so it lets you just get a lot of free pluses every turn. You have probably the second best card in the deck, which is also one of. You have Machina Citadel. This card is basically just Raigeki on legs. You can special it from your graveyard or with the trap that I'll show you later. It tributes an Earth Machine and then Raigekis your opponent for attack equal to or less than the original attack. A lot of the time you like to just tribute this card and nuke your opponent's board for free pretty much, and then get a free plus in the end phase. And then both effects are just once per turn though, so pretty fair and still good. And then you have just an extender. Another 10 makes Xyz monsters a lot easier, extending, all that fun stuff. Doesn't really do anything else, specials itself. And then we have just hand traps. I like 3 Valor, 3 Ash, I like 3 Phantasme, because Striker is evil. And That's all my hand traps. Next we have Heavy Forward, which is almost exactly like what Harvester is. You activate it and it's like tanky. It adds an Earth Machine from deck to hand. It can also change the battle position of an Earth Machine Exeast monster, and then it can also attach itself as a material to it, so you can have like spells on your cards for some reason. It's just another extender or starter. Next we have Machina Redeployment, probably the best spell situationally, I guess. You discard either one card or one Machina card, and then you can either add 2 Machina monsters or 2 Machina cards with different names from deck to your hand. It's really good to discard like Fortress, because then you can add the trap that I'll show you in a little bit, or any monster. Adding Citadel is really nice. Then we have 2 Urgent Schedule for going second. It just special summons 2 Earth Machines in defense, level 4 and lower and level 5 and higher, and then you can't attack except with Earth Machines for the rest of the turn. And that's pretty much it. If it's sent to the graveyard while it's set, then you get to add a level 10 Earth Machine from deck to hand for free. It's pretty nice. Just gets ashed a lot. And then I play triple Dark Roller because this deck doesn't like dealing with more than 2 interruptions 90% of the time. So when you go second, you just need to see it. Stopping like any combo deck is really nice. Even hitting a Dragoons sometimes. Then I have 3 Imperms because who doesn't like playing 6 Veilers? Setting Imperm after going first is amazing. More interruptions. Not too much you can say about that. And then you have probably the 3rd best card in the deck, Overdrive. It targets a machine monster, then it special summons any Machina monster with a different name from the machine monster that you targeted, and then it destroys the monster that you targeted after it special summons. And the only cost is the target, so even if that monster leaves the field, this card still resolves. It's really great. There's a little combo with one of the extra deck monsters. And then if it's in the graveyard, except the turn it was sent there, you can banish it, target 3 of your banished or engrave Earth Machines. You shuffle them back, and then you get to draw one. It lets you recycle your Avarice and your Monster Reborn. It just gives you infinite recursion, so you just get to keep drawing cards forever. Outgrind anything. Next we have my extra deck. We're playing our Poo-Poo Link 1. It's pretty much just a Link 1. It can attach itself to something in Infinitrack if it's like tributed. Actually, it's any Earth Machine, but you know, that's pretty much it. If it's attached to a machine, the card can't be destroyed, but that very rarely comes up. We have Ancient Gear Ballista. Basically, this card just adds box, and then sometimes it can make the attack of a monster your opponent controls 0, so you can OTK them if you have your rank 10 trains. We have probably the best extra deck monster in the deck is Anger Knuckle. This card basically lets you continuously summon your Dora back over and over. It can summon itself back from graveyard by sending any card from deck or field to graveyard. You can even send itself to summon something back because it sends for cost. So you can go Overdrive, target this, chain this, send itself, target a card engrave, and then you get to special summon back your Dora or your Bullet Train, and then you get to Overdrive and special summon Citadel from deck. And then you have a 3,000 attack monster with its effects negated, so if it doesn't have to be killed, it can just attack for free. And then you have a Raigeki if you want. We have Cleafort Genius, as I like to call it, the Mine Out. That's pretty much all it does. Sometimes it negates weird things. It can't be destroyed by... Well, actually, it's unaffected by Link monsters and Spell and Traps, so it's really nice in that regard. But other than that, it outs mine. You have a combo tool. This is a Riverstormer. It's basically Gallant Granite. Takes 2 level 5s. It's generic for some reason. You detach, you get to add any Earth Machine from deck to hand. You're 90% of the time adding Dora, but sometimes you can add like Citadel, Fortress, or your other 10 if you need it. If this card's in the graveyard, you contribute a Link Machine monster, and then you can special summon this card in defense. 90% of the time you want to tribute like the Goliaths, and then the Goliaths will attach itself, and then you can Riverstormer to add a card. It's really nice. It's a big beater. Then you just have a lot of just like generic choice cards. Dingrisu, you make this by using 2 level 4s, and then you turn the 4s into 8s with Anchor Drill. Generally box it Dragoon out. You have Enter Blathnir, banish a card from the hand, or banish a card from the grave, or field, another Dragoon out. Ripping cards from hands, nice in mid-game, late game. You have Earth Slicer. This card's pretty good. You can detach 2 materials, and then you can blow up 2 cards on the field. It can also summon itself back in defense, and it eats things it kills. Riverstormer does that too, I forgot to mention. You have my favorite card that everybody else hates. You have Hypertrion. There's a combo, a 1.5 card combo to make this before you lock yourself into Earth Machine, so that you set up at least a monster negate for your opponent's turn. Sometimes you can get a Speller negate if you're lucky, but not too often. Then you have the 10s. You have Dora, and you have Gustav. Dora is really good going first because it's a 4,000 defense point monster, and then it can protect itself, or it can protect your Anger Knuckles so your opponent can't deal with it, and it can just send itself whenever it wants. They can't out it. This is card for time, just burns your opponent, and then it can also set up for an OTK with Libe. If your opponent has a monster with like 0 attack or something, like an Appaloosa with no negates, or a monster that you turn to 0 with Ballista, you burn them for 2,000, you make this guy use his effect, pump him up to 6,000, crash for game, and it's really hard to deal with. And then you have a Zeus. You can hard make Zeus in this deck with your 2 and then one of your 10s. It's really funny to do that. Nothing too crazy. And then for my side, we just have 3 Kaijus because Dragoon is funny. We have 3 Lancia because I don't like dinos and Tri-Brigade. We have 3 Nib because Salad is funny. 3 Twin because nobody likes back row. And then pretty much the only interesting card is 3 Appointer. This card comes up a lot. When you're going first, 90% of the time you're drawing like 2 or 3 cards with 1 card. So if you open this or like draw into it after going through like 8 cards in your deck, it's just really nice because it lets you see your opponent's hand, and then you get to see what you want to get rid of. Yeah, this is Earth Machine. Before I go, I think I should show like at least one combo. The only combo. Not really the only combo, but let me get to the cards real quick. It's a 1-card combo. You need any card to get you to Brutal Dozer, and then you're pretty much in there. All you do is you normal summon the Harvester, and then Harvester will get you Brutal Dozer, or you can normal summon your Machina monster and reveal 3 of the Brutal Dozer. And then you Brutal Dozer, you tribute 1 of them, and then it lets you special summon either this or this, the Trencher or the Tunneler. Generally, you'll do Trencher. You'll overlay them. You'll make your Riverstormer, and then you'll Riverstormer and add your Bullet Train. Bullet Train will just special summon itself for free because you only have an Earth Machine. And then, then you'll link this card away. Playing upside down is hard, okay?
No, I put my finger in front of the camera on accident.
Oh, nice. Then you'll make Goliath because you need to start getting these cards in the graveyard for later. You'll link these 2 away. Make Ballista, and then Ballista will add your box, the best card in the deck. And then when box is added to your hand, you'll generally add Tunneler. And then you'll Tunneler, tribute the Ballista to special itself. Then you'll link the Tunneler away. Make another Goliath. And then, where are you at? It's hiding. There it is. Then you'll go Trencher, banish itself. Target any of your Infinitrack main deck monsters. You just special it, and then you link it away for another Goliath. And then you link the 2 Goliaths away to make Anger Knuckle and set up your Brutal Dozer, or I'm sorry, your Bullet Train for later in the game. And if you want, you can even like tribute it for Riverstormer. And then here, you will just banish the Tunneler, and then you target all the extra deck monsters that are blue, and then whatever your starter was, so Harvester or Metal Cruncher. And then you shuffle them all back into the deck. So you've basically gone through a whole bunch of main deck cards, and then after that you get to draw 2 cards. So you shuffle back 1 main deck card, you draw 2 cards, and you did all this with 1 card, so you have like a bunch of other cards. Hand traps, good stuff, back row, stuff that you sided in. It's really nice. And that's pretty much the deck. In the end phase, you get to add back any of your Earth Machines in the graveyard with Bullet Train, and you can just start summoning it back next turn and keep going over and over and out-resource everything. And that's pretty much it. Thank you very much for watching.